Yeah. Y'all already know what this is. This is the Sports Time Zone, Thursday night, out of bounds. Yours truly, host, Brother Noomsi, alongside my co-host for the day, 512 ATX, stand up, Austin, Texas, my brother, Laker fan, Laker Nation in the building, Baltimore Ravens in the building. Shout out to my man Kelvo. Welcome back, my brother.
Man, Brother Noomsy, man. What's good, man? It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, right? We overdue. But we got some fire today. We gonna get straight into it though. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. Shout out to cousin Noomsy out there in the chat. She always in here. Shout out to you, cousin. What's good? Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all do that. Also, in case y'all have not done so yet, make sure y'all follow us on IG and on TikTok. On IG, we are sportstime_zone. Kelvo, tell them what that is one more time.
It's sportstime_zone on the IG. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, lock in for the latest sports content.
Yes.
And you know we got that out of bounds content too. You feel me?
Y'all know what time it is. Yes, Kelvo. Y'all listen to Kelvo. He's one of the smartest brothers I know. He's telling y'all to go to sportstime_zone, so y'all make sure y'all do it. Y'all also holler at us on TikTok. We on TikTok at Sports Time Zone. I know TikTok's starting to blow up, and we there now. We in the building. So shout out to everybody that shows support, shows love. KE Creations, Top to Bottom Detailers, SammyTreats.com, Billionaire Society LLC, and Seven Figure Society Marketing Agency. Wagwan Yani, I see you, man. Shout out to y'all. This is the Thursday night out of bounds edition of the Sports Time Zone. Y'all know what this is. For those of y'all who are not really all about sports and y'all want to know what's going on in the world with some social topics, but y'all want your boy, Brother Noomsi, and my man Kelvo to break it all down to you. Shout out to TZ Dave also. Shout out to Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen X. Today's episode, we're going to touch on a variety of things, but the first thing I want to touch on is y'all can see right now, y'all see what my hat say, y'all know where I'm from. Y'all know I rep the 305. Miami is in here. And one of the best athletes to come out of Miami, Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy B.
He went to, I was telling you before the show started, Kelvo, as I was telling you, he went to Miami Northwestern High School, which is the rival high school of Miami Central, which is where area I grew up in, and all of my buddies and my alumni come from. So Teddy Bridgewater, for those of y'all who don't know who he is, he went to Louisville and then he got drafted into the NFL. And now he is a coach. He gets to coach his alma mater high school. He is the coach of Miami Northwestern High School. Now, Teddy Bridgewater just recently got suspended. He got suspended. And so y'all asking yourself, but Noomsi, how can a coach get suspended? He's a coach. Well, I'll tell y'all how he got suspended. They suspended him because some of the kids that he coached who don't have money to get an Uber to make it to practice or don't have money to buy themselves something to eat or get food, he took money out of his own pocket and he paid for his students to be able to get Ubers to practice, get money for food, just miscellaneous things that kids need that they don't have the money for in the inner city of Miami. Because of this, he broke some type of rule that you're not allowed to do that. So they have now suspended Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know how long the suspension is for. If y'all know anything more about how long it is, y'all drop it in the comments. But Kelvo, my question to you, brother, is, what do you make of this? Do you think, first of all, I'm not even going to ask you, do you think that this was right or do you think it was wrong? What I will ask you is, do you think Teddy B did something that he should have been suspended for? And if so, or if not, do you think the rule needs to be changed to address this? What's your thoughts when you first heard about this story? Did you feel like, okay, nah, this the rule is right. This is a good rule. We need to make it fair. You know, they shouldn't be spending money out of their own pocket. Or do you think, nah, this is some bullshit? Because why he can't, regardless of where it comes from, donations or it comes from him, the kids got taken care of. What's your thoughts on all of this, Kelvo?
Man, I think it's definitely out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Because
no pun, I love it.
I don't see the big deal in it. You know, some of the other stuff he was doing was like field maintenance and
right.
You know, it doesn't really make sense to me. I don't really get the rule. I don't know the rules on it, but I feel like, you know, if he's spending money out of his pocket and he's not pulling it from the actual school,
right?
There's no reason for him to get suspended. And, you know, he's not paying the players. So at the end of the day, if he's paying to get people to and from practice and giving them food to eat and maintenance in the field at the high school, which the high school should be doing, I don't see the big deal, you know, but that's just what happens, you know, when you're a black man and you try to do the right thing, you know, it doesn't always work out for you, but, you know, we definitely standing behind Teddy, man, and it's all good. And obviously he's not tripping. There's probably some stupid rule that they got that, I don't know, prohibits him from doing that, but overall, morally and logically, it doesn't. There's nothing wrong with what he did. You know what I'm saying? So
it makes absolutely no sense to me either, bro. Like, it makes me almost wonder, like, what do they want? Like, whoever the rule makers are, whoever's enforcing the suspension, whoever it was, first of all, they could have turned the other way. It's not like it's an egregious rule. Like you said, he's paying players or he's got bounties on other players. He's paying guys to hurt other guys or it's none of that. He paying for field maintenance because the field was crap. It was trash. He paying to put food into these kids' stomachs and he's paying to get them to and from practice. So what that tells me is that the rule makers, the people who made these rules, basically want these kids to suffer. They like, no, we don't want you guys to be able to make it to practice. You know what? Miami Northwestern has won the Florida State Championship a multitude of times. It's probably one of, if not the best, it's definitely top 5 of high school football teams in the entire state of Florida. What that school also has is a predominantly black roster. I think there may be a handful of Cubans, maybe 1 or 2 Caucasians, but the roster is 98.9% black. Yeah. So it makes me wonder,
how did they find out then? That's what I want to know.
Right. How did they find out?
If he's paying out of his own pocket, somebody had to say something or something. I don't know. That's not adding up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not. It's just really shady. It's definitely a bad look on the high school for sure.
Gotta be.
Shout out to Teddy for still staying locked in with the high school, because he could have definitely tapped out after that and been like, hey. And not to mention, he did take them to the championship and they won again.
There you go.
You know, it's not really making sense to me, but I hope they drop some more details as to what violation, you know, this is for a coach to spend money out of his own pocket to pay for Uber rides and food. You know, but they probably won't. You know,
probably not. But you know what, Kelvo, you said something earlier in your first statement that I really wanted to kind of readdress and bring back to the forefront. Like you said, you know, whenever a black man is trying to do something, you know, positive or good, it gets kind of stricken down. So it makes me wonder, how many schools that are not of an African American predomination breaks rules that get swept under the rug? Like, how many of these other schools that don't have an inordinate amount of black kids going to the school break or violate rules, but nobody snitch on them? Nobody blows the whistle. money probably be coming from all kind of illegal places to fund all kind of things for the school, but you'll never hear nothing about it. It gets, matter of fact, Brett Favre swindled and scandaled and fraudulently obtained funds from Mississippi's welfare to buy his daughter a volleyball gymnasium or some crap like that. That's wild. Shout out to Q the Beat, yo. Q,
he definitely walked off free, man. Q was good, man.
Yeah.
He definitely walked off free from that. You know how that go.
That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. Q, your mic is still off, but we can see you. But no, that again, things like this, Brett Favre, that got swept under the rug so crazy. A lot of people don't even know that it happened. And this was millions of dollars that he defrauded the government.
It's a couple of at least $2 million. They probably gave him like a little slap on the wrist. It was like, oh, you Brett Favre, man.
If that, if that, but again, you know, Teddy Bridgewater, who doesn't even have a third of the cachet of a Brett Favre or the popularity of a Brett Favre, but yet we see this story plastered all across social media. We see his black face plastered everywhere, saying that he got suspended for doing this. So something ain't adding up. Like you said, Kelvo, something ain't adding up. And this one is personal for me, again, because it's from my hometown. I've seen Teddy B play in high school. I watched him play for Miami Northwestern. I watched him play at Louisville. I watched him go to the NFL and play for the Minnesota Vikings.
He got some run with the Saints too. So, you know.
So yeah, it's more personal to me, but it's just crazy how a black man can put his money into help in a positive way, into a positive thing, but somebody blows the whistle to get him suspended. So what y'all saying, y'all want these kids to not make it to practice? Y'all want these kids to starve and not have enough food? Y'all, everything is all good as long as we struggling. If we struggle, we got a problem with it.
Yeah, straight up. You know, we can't give back to our own people, man. That's just not how it works in society.
It's complete insanity to me. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Shout out to you, Kiana. Again, yeah, you can't tell him what to do with his money. I see that comment and I fully agree with that. And shout out to Cousin Noomsy with her response. That part, because I can go on and on and on and on about white people that have committed egregious acts that get swept or just got completely forgotten about. But Teddy B doing something. Yo, salute to you, Teddy B. Just like Kelvo said, shout out to you for standing by your boys and still sticking it out and still pushing through. I don't know how long the suspension is, though. I don't know if it's indefinite.
They haven't really put too much details on it, I think, man. They just kind of came out and said he got suspended, and not a good look for the high school, man. Luckily, you know, they're not a college, so it's not like they're going to lose no recruits. But
right, and it's a high school in the inner city of Miami, so
people are still going to go there. They're still going to get good athletes, but shame on whoever let this out, man. And shame on the whoever
the whistle. They call it the whistleblower,
the board of directors or whatever who wanted to suspend this man for paying using his own money, man. It's like, come on, bro.
It was probably somebody from one of them rival schools. It could have been somebody from a rival school. It could have been somebody who just don't like Teddy B. It could have been anybody. Who knows who it was, but somebody snitched on Teddy, and y'all filed for that. And Nagua made no, you're dead wrong.
Shiesty, man. Trifling, bro. Anytime they can paint us as the picture of wickedness or anything wrong, in this society, it's gonna happen. That's why, you know, you gotta move with that wisdom. And he was doing everything right, and that's how it be sometimes, man.
Yeah, he was too successful and too black. That's what it come down to. I see people just joining us in the live. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, and tell us how y'all feel about the Teddy Bridgewater situation if y'all just joining us. Even if we move on to another topic, y'all can still drop comments about a prior topic. So y'all make sure y'all do that. Now, this next topic, this one was crazy. When as I was sending you these topics earlier, Kelvo, I was laughing to myself. But this one right here was a little bit funny to me. This is a story that I got from a police, what they call it, the body cam. You know, when the police have body cameras on them and they go in and they got to deal with a situation or whatever. Well, in this particular situation, a woman allowed her daughter and like 3 or 4 of her friends to rent a hotel room. Well, I guess she rented the hotel room for them. She did it for the kids or whatever. So these girls, like 14, 15 years old girls, they up in a hotel room and it looked like a pretty upscale hotel. It ain't look like the La Quinta or the
Holiday Inn or something like that. Yeah. You know, it's a nice little Marriott joint or something like that. You know?
It definitely, it looked like a nice little hotel. It wasn't no rinky dink. Looked like some upscale. I don't even think it was, lower level. But as she goes into this place, there's been reports from the neighbors, the neighboring apartments, that these girls or whoever was in that hotel was going ham. They making all kind of noise. They tearing up stuff or whatever. And the mama come to the front desk because my man called her and said, hey, your kids up here making noise. Y'all got to go. I done gave them warnings. Everybody complaining. They making too much noise. And these are teenage girls in a hotel room by themselves. And here's the mama at the front desk with an attitude talking to the front desk man. Cue the beat. Let's run the blood clot clip. Give me some audio on that.
Don't do that because no, it's no ma'am. Don't do that because the laws are right here. Now I'm blowing up because I did not blow up on you on the phone. Stop.
It doesn't matter.
It don't care.
It doesn't matter. Well, I'm talking to you.
But I don't care.
What I'm telling you is that they're asking you to leave. You're going to have to leave.
I did not blow up on you on the phone. I'm on my tongue. I'm on my tongue, but I didn't blow up on you on the phone. I did not. You know that I did not. I did not blow up on you on the phone. I did not.
Hold up. Pause it right there, Q. Look at my man behind the desk. He over there like he trying to keep it together himself. Like, my man looked like he just came off his lunch break. He's like, man, look, I'm trying to eat me some donuts. I'm trying to watch whatever it is on my little phone over here. And then here you come.
You shout out to the brother behind the desk, because you can tell he's a seasoned vet when it comes to dealing with ignorance, because Cuz didn't even raise his voice. He didn't even break a sweat. He was cool as a fan, man. Shout out to that dude.
Yeah,
he really could have. He wouldn't have, but he could have really got live with her. But he was just telling her what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, y'all out of bounds.
Exactly. Yo, it's extremely out of bounds. Yo, Q, take it from the beginning where he actually, so we can hear what he actually said to the lady, because he didn't blow up on her. She the one who raised on him. Like, she took it there. But go ahead, run this part. This is the part right here. How he composed it.
It's me.
Okay.
What's the problem?
They've gotten several noise complaints that refuse to stay inside the room. We've asked them multiple times to stay inside the room. They've disrupted multiple floors of people. So at this point, they're going to be asked to leave.
So y'all refunding me? Okay, we're not leaving.
She said, we not leaving. The audacity. So let me get this right. So your badass kids come up in the hotel. Your badass kids come in the hotel, tearing up shit, making all kind of noise, disrupting all the guests. The hotel man have to call you as the parent to come down here. He tells you what happened and that they gotta go, and you gonna bust out, they ain't leaving. So,
not even that, bro. Apparently these kids was like 13 or 14 years old. So it's like, why are they alone? Where's the supervision at, bro?
When you look at her, does it surprise you that she got
no, but I'm like, you getting mad. You left these little nigglets alone in this hotel and they went crazy. You making us look bad as black people. You over here talking about, oh no, I'm not leaving. Yeah,
that's crazy,
bro.
And like you said, it makes us look bad because the man behind the counter, brother, the man standing over there to the side, I guess he's like hotel security or staff, a brother. And then the woman behind in front of the counter, a sister. But then all the cops that are around,
white people.
Thank you. So how does this make us look like to the masses? Yes, Q, I'm with you on it. It's a shame. And then for her to immediately. It's like she went into attitude mode immediately. Like as soon as he said what he said, and he was like, and we're gonna have to ask them to leave. She's like, well, we're not leaving. They're not. No, like she was just like, okay, now you got the right one. So go ahead. It's crazy. Yeah, wow. Yo, cousin Lucy says.
So you asked them to go to their room, they didn't go?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So why didn't y'all call me?
Ma'am, we attempted to call the room first. I ended up calling you because I couldn't get in contact with somebody.
Why are they in the room by themselves?
Security went to the room multiple times. They wouldn't open the door. When
You
they
should have told me to pick up the phone. The hotel calls you. The hotel calls you. You need to pick up the phone.
Right. And the fact that he's really, look, the brother behind the counter, he is really, because imagine if it was a sister who had the same energy as this parent that was sitting behind the counter. Imagine that. She would have went like, your badass kids just gotta go. And it could have turned into a whole altercation. But my man is being so calm and he's talking so smoothly and he's not really even, I don't know if it was the brisket sandwich he just ate. I don't know what it was, but he is really calm and he didn't really even raise his tempo or his voice. Go ahead, Q.
Security got inside the room. So, being that I called you and you said you was in the parking lot, that was maybe.
So that was maybe 5 minutes ago. We're from out of town, and there's no way we're leaving.
Well, they have the right to do that.
Okay, but I'm asking tonight. I'm here. They're not going to be disruptive no more tonight.
Too late. Too late. Too late. You tried to call you. He tried to call you. You want to get attitude with the nigga on the phone. He already tried to get at you.
So now she wants to reason with him after. No, you notice that. Once the cop said something, her tone kind of changed a little bit. Now she wants to, okay, so I'm just asking you. But before that, when it was you just dealing with the brother, she just had pure attitude for the brother. But then when Babylon stepped in and Babylon got something to say, now all of a sudden her tone changes. So yeah, Q, let's move a little further ahead into her tirade.
You have to leave if they ask you to leave. If not, you have to.
Okay, well, refund me.
They can't. That's not in their policy.
Refund me, man. Shut up.
So here's the thing, man.
You're not even like, what the
How old are the kids?
Y'all pissing me off, man. No, you pissing me off because I'm trying to say
She going ham.
Just mad niggas.
You already laughed and said I was getting hype on the phone and I wasn't, but no, I'm hype. Absolutely.
Man.
She came in hype.
Yeah, she was hype off the bat.
Yo, off the rip. So this thing then escalated, ladies and gentlemen. For those of y'all who just joined in, I see we got a couple more people that just jumped in live. For those of y'all just joining, this young lady goes to a hotel where she allows her teenage daughter and her friends to have a room by themselves in an upscale hotel. They done disrupted the hotel. They done made all kind of noise. They in and out of the room. The front desk done had to call multiple times and tell them to go back in the room, keep it down. He called her, the mom, and now she comes in with full attitude. Like, nah, you gonna either refund me my money or we ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. The police come in and now she's acting like, for lack of better terms, what Kelvo said, niggerish, to the brother in front and to the security guard off to the right. I think this ends up with her,
Getting arrested.
Let's go a little further out, Q, to when they make it outside. Because I think at this point, yeah, there you go. This is the end result, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end result.
Before I even got hype. Like, what you guys are weird.
You want you to get out of here before you're arrested.
I'm not going to get arrested because I'm not doing anything.
You're being disorderly.
I'm not being disorderly.
All right, stand up, turn around.
You
I
just
said that
cussed
my
out the whole
kids did not do anything.
Stand up. I gave you a chance, so you haven't done it. So.
Man, I didn't do nothing. Okay, just let me get my
Stop pulling away.
I'm not pulling away. I'm not. I'm just saying.
At least
it is camera on the ground. I'll say that.
We didn't argue on the phone. We didn't do anything.
I hate to see any of our people in cuffs, especially one of our sisters. I hate to see this. I don't like to see our brothers in cuffs. I don't like to see our sisters in cuffs, especially not by a Caucasian with a bunch of weird tattoos on his arm. I don't want to see that. But in this particular case, all she had to do was, number one, make sure that there was an adult in the room with these teenage girls, number one. Number two, if it did escalate to this, she could have just came right in their place, spoke calmly, or she could have spoke to him over the phone, spoke calmly about the situation and said, look, okay, I apologize, blah, 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 you know, my kids. She could have just talked to the girls, but listening to the way she acting makes me understand the type of energy them kids might have had. Because look at her.
Yeah. If she would have if she would have came in real calm and apologetic, cuz probably would have gave her a little bit of leniency.
Exactly.
And she want to talk to him like he don't know what he's talking about, and like he got half a brain. He's like, look, and plus it's like, what were these chicks doing to where you got to get kicked out the hotel? What can you do in a hotel? Like, what were y'all doing?
They say they was running through the hall. They say they was slamming the doors. They was going in and out. And then they said he sent the hotel staff, my man, that security dude who was standing off to the side that she was just telling him to shut the F up. Yeah. He even went up to the kids and tried to tell. But imagine what them little girls said to him if the mama acting like this. Imagine what the little girls were saying.
They was wilding, bro. They was wilding, man. And this is... Man, this is what, like you said, I hate to see this because, you know, speaking for all of us, I know we all have the same view on the police, man. It's the same view the NWA had, man. You know, F them boys. None of us really rock with them boys. I don't got no love for them. But the reality is, once them laws come around, when it comes to our people, man, you got to play it smart. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, you got to give these dudes their respect because we don't got that complexion for the protection. You got to move with wisdom. And obviously, she didn't move with wisdom. She was moving with ignorance. And now she's sitting in a cop car, you know. Yeah. Looking at a misdemeanor. Maybe got dropped. I don't know. Nobody really knows. This was back in 2022. But still, she should have been smarter. You can't be talking crazy to people who can do you in. It's just common sense.
And now get away with this. She's famous. She done made herself famous. They ain't telling how many people have seen this video. It's crazy. But again, like, you know, exactly, Q. To echo what you just said, Kelvo, I mean, I hate to see it. She could have went about this so many different ways. And here on the Out of Bounds segment, I try not to show us in a negative light. If y'all ever watch the show on Thursday nights, I go out of my way to not make us look like this. But this is something that I wanted to show because we can't go in places showing our ass, especially to each other. If you know what I'm saying, if she would have went in there different. Let's run this last little segment. Go ahead, Q.
Now she's sad now.
Yeah, Chance, you literally came over there and just like started going off.
Man, sit in the car. Drag you in the car. Sit in the car.
Y'all are really being ridiculous.
Okay,
right
well,
now.
at this point we are. You got to sit in the car.
I'm literally trying to call my husband.
We're gonna make sure a call gets to him. You got to sit in the car. No, but I don't want to go to jail. Well, you're going. That's too late for that. It's too late for that. I gave you plenty of chances.
No, you didn't give me a penny. You don't have to put me in. I'm gonna get in.
Okay. Hey.
Are y'all kidding me right now?
Put that foot in.
You literally did not give me a chance to call my husband.
Please open up.
Oh, come on now. Now she's playing the victim card.
How many of you guys are in here?
Hold on.
It's fine. My mom's downstairs talking to the people.
Yeah, okay. Can you bring all your sisters out here real quick? Are they your sister's friends? Bring them out here real quick.
These like 14-year-old girls. Why are they in a hotel room by themselves?
You're not in trouble. I just gotta talk to you guys real quick.
With all kind of
You're not
as many weird people as out in the world right now.
Yes,
they could have got kidnapped.
Kelvo, it could have been a kidnapping. It could have been a sex trafficking situation. It could have all kind of stuff. Unless something would have happened to one of them girls, she would have came up there going off. She would have been going off. But you left them girls in there by themselves. And nobody ever thinks that they kids do anything wrong. Mama came up there like her kids was angels. Like, okay, so and yes, what happened? And like, no, we ain't going nowhere. They refund me my money back, or we staying here. And like, and come on, yo. You got she had this coming. And then the officer told her, he said, like, yo, if you keep this up, you know, you're gonna go to jail. And she said, no, I ain't going to jail. Like she said that.
And he's like, oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
And she
kept on keeping on. She kept on keeping on. Well, they say when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So this was definitely a stupid prize for this young lady. I hope, she learned her lesson. I hope everything by now has been smoothed over. And I hope the girls learn something from this by seeing their mama on the video. Because I'm sure the girls don't watch this video and seeing how their mom went in there acting. And
it's everybody's fault. Everybody got to take a little bit of this.
Everybody got to hold that L.
Whoever authorized that, you holding that L. You should have never let them little girls up in that hotel unsupervised and just be lucky they didn't get kidnapped or whatever, because that stuff is going on.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy work. Like I said, I hope everybody learned from that. Those of y'all at home, don't be having your teenage girl stay at a hotel by themselves, especially if you know they rowdy and ratchet, because then police will be called. And then you may have to get dragged down there. You're going to lose your money. They ain't going to give you no refund. You're not going to get no blood clot refund. You're not going to get that. You see how she came demanding the money back? Well, y'all go, nah. You done tore her
money back. No, it doesn't work like that.
It don't work like that. So that's enough for that topic. I'm going to transition now into our next topic. And the cousin Noomsy, I see you in the chat. This one is out of New York City. This one is out of your hometown of New York City. This is a crazy one. Everybody in New York City has been on a subway before. I've been to New York many times. I've rode subways. I've gotten on the different trains to go from to go from Brooklyn to Queens, Manhattan, all the different places. But in this particular story, 4 teenage boys in New York City was in a subway on the train, climbed out of the train while it was moving. Like how in between, when you go in between cars, they went in between cars and then climbed up to the top of the train. It was up there doing the gritty, or I don't know what they was doing, but they was acting like they were surfing on top of the subway train. Cousin Noomsy, you have to explain this. But cue the beat. If y'all don't believe me, y'all watch it for yourselves. Go ahead. Subway surfing is what they call it. I didn't even know there was a word for it.
Us now to break down that video and the warning that's coming from police tonight, Tim, because they are the ones who released this video to begin with a purpose in mind.
Yeah, Amanda, the NYPD captured that dramatic drone video to highlight the dangers of subway surfing. Now, thankfully, no one was hurt, but police hope this serves as a wake-up call. 4 people climbing between subway cars, then riding on top of a speeding train along elevated rails. We showed this video to subway riders.
You get hurt on there like that. I feel like
one of the dudes had his arms out like Jesus. He was just like standing like, what is that?
Like that.
Riders.
To
subway train along elevated rails. We showed this video to subway riders.
They could get hurt on there like that.
I feel like they do it just for the adrenaline rush, but even then, the adrenaline ain't gonna be strong enough to save your life.
This happened Thursday afternoon on a northbound 6 express train as it passed under Westchester Avenue Bridge and several train stations.
Unfortunately, this is way too common.
NYPD
said it's way too common. This ain't the first time. That ain't the first time this has happened. I'm gonna be real. Something's in the water in New York. To be real, there's something. There is something. The videos I be seeing that be coming out of New York are crazy, bro. I'm talking about people in New York is just. There's something in the water, bro. There's something in the air. I'm telling you, dog. People in New York are not normal, bro. New York.
And y'all talk about Florida. Y'all got all these Florida jokes, and the Florida man did this. And Florida.
Something in the water, bro. There's definitely something in the water, bro. It's wild up there, man.
What would possess somebody to do that though? Like why would you? I understand, like my man said, I understand you a thrill seeker. You know what I'm saying? You want an adrenaline rush or whatever. I wouldn't even go bungee jumping. I don't even go hang gliding. I don't even want to get in a hot air balloon, let alone climb on top of a moving subway train, jumping up and down, doing the Cabbage Patch in the road. Well, maybe not the Cabbage Patch, that's a little bit, before y'all time. But doing whatever dance they doing, and then they jumping. Imagine you sitting on the subway. Imagine you're inside the subway and you just hear like something like stomping on the top of your head in a moving subway. Wouldn't that freak you out being in there and you hear that? Like something in the water, like you said. And these kids, these are teenagers. So it's not just something in the water. It's something in that generation. TZ Dave, you got to hold some of this hell too. You gotta hold it.
Don't do that to TZ, man. Don't do that to TZ, dog. You know TZ ain't 16 years old, bro. You know TZ ain't 16 years old, dog. He's doing Hey, I got you on this one, TZ, dog. I ain't gonna let him slander you like that, cuz.
TZ about to text me. Why? He like, man, look, stop. Nah, but
these kids,
it doesn't surprise me that, how much wild shit we see these young boys doing, man. Like, this is, those of y'all at home, don't think that this is something cool to do. And this is probably why the police wanted to give that warning, because when they show something on the news, it makes somebody want to go out and do it.
Yeah, so that's another thing. I don't even know why they put it on the news, because you already know somebody else gonna do it. That's off the top. Like,
yeah, exactly. Just like back in the day, remember them kids was eating Tide Pods. Like one kid decided to eat a Tide Pod, so then there was a whole pandemic of other kids doing it. Now you got kids standing on top of the subway train riding. Yo, Q, back it up one more time. Let's just take another look one more time.
The train at the Parkchester station.
This is ridiculous.
Police arrested 4 boys.
And they're at the end of it too. So there's an abrupt stop.
This 16-year-old.
The message is simple. This affects lives. This changes not only your life if you're injured, but if you die, your family's
and grieving.
That's wild, yo. That's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Apparently, cousin Noopsy knew what it was. Like, she called it. She's like, "Oh, subway surfing." So that means like it was just like another day in New York. Like, I'm looking at it like, what the blood clot? I ain't never seen nothing like that before, yo. But yeah, for all y'all
trends. Crazy.
Yeah, y'all definitely don't want to do that. If you ever had an idea of doing that, please don't. Save your parents a hospital visit, funeral costs, expenses, and all of that. That's just completely insane. Now, enough of that YN business. Now, this last story that we're going to get into right now, I saved this one for last because we started with a Miami topic. We're going to end with a Miami topic. Apparently, this is a thing, and I've heard about this happening before. A young lady in Miami met up with a guy at a bar or somewhere, wherever they met up at. The guy was a little older than her. They agreed to go back to his room, to his hotel room, have a drink or two, get hot and heavy or whatever, but she had other things in mind. She gets to the hotel room with the guy. She insisted on making him a drink. Instead of letting him make the drink, she insisted on making him a drink, and she pulled a Cardi B. She pulled a Cardi B, ladies and gentlemen. For those of y'all who don't know and who have been living under a rock, Cardi B admittedly, when she was a stripper back in the day, drugging men and robbing them. So this chick, she did just that. She took this man back to his hotel room, made him a drink. He was knocked out. She stole his rollie. His ice. She stole his rollie and then got up out. Ladies and gentlemen, cue the beat, run it. Y'all go out and look upon it right now.
Released surveillance video showing the moments a woman takes off after allegedly drugging and robbing a man in Brickell.
And Local 10's Roy Ramos is in Miami with this new video for us. Roy.
Christy and Janice, police call this a bad date case. And in this case, the suspect is accused of drugging and robbing her victims by making them believe that they are on a legitimate date. Well, we are now seeing video that police say shows just how she was able to do this.
Surveillance video obtained by Local 10 capturing 23-year-old Rachel Warner's every move. As City of Miami police said, she tracked down her alleged victim, then drugged and robbed him of his $18,000 Rolex.
So I believe that a couple of things. Number one,
well, right there when they were in the elevator, in her mind, she was already She was already running her plan.
She's like, I got him. I got him. She's like, I got him. He don't even know. I got him though. He got it. He's just
she like, I got me one. And my man, he think he finna get lucky. He like, oh yeah. He looking at her. You see how he sizing her up? He like, yeah, boy, I'm about to clap party, about to go down there. So boy, I'm about to box her down. Look at it. He like, yeah, he ready. He hot and heavy. He probably already had a couple drinks before this even went down. So you already know he's feeling good. He got the drink in his hand. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? He already got the drink.
It's already on.
Go ahead, Q.
To our community.
We showed you when Warner was first arrested back in May on grand theft and drug charges, but now video shows what detectives say is her first meeting the victim at the Sugar Rooftop Bar off Brickell Plaza.
What'd you say?
Plaza.
She had priors already. They say she had, what was that she had? Like they said back in
grand theft.
Showed you when Warner was first arrested back in May on grand theft and drug charges, but now video shows what detectives say is her first meeting the victim at the Sugar Rooftop Bar off Brickell Plaza in early April, then leaving with him. The two get into an elevator together, the alleged victim appearing to believe his date is going well, but police said it's once the two enter.
I don't mean to laugh, but the way he said that, he was like, he thought he thought he was going to smash something.
April, then leaving with him. The two get into an elevator together, the alleged victim appearing to believe his date is going well, but police said it's once the two enter into the victim's hotel room, she makes her move.
While they're in the room, she serves him a drink. Now, in this drink, they put some drug. He falls asleep. Next thing you know, hours later, he wakes up and his Rolex is gone.
Warner is then seen leaving the room with her shoes in her hand and almost running down the hallway into an elevator. While she's seen making her getaway that night, the following morning, officers said they spot her on the prowl again.
Not only, hold on, let me say something. Not only, this is the intelligence. This is how you know you're dealing with a low level criminal. First of all, and I hate to say this, if she was smart, she would have probably gave that dude some Xanax. Because when you get on them bars, you forget everything.
Yeah.
And two, you got to be a special type of idiot to go back to the exact same spot where you at the day before. You can't move around. It's Miami, bro. There's a whole bunch of other spots.
Thank you.
Get back to the same spot.
Thank you. The exact same location. Yo, that's wild. Like, who goes back and then not the tiptoe? Like, shout out to cousin. You see how she, like, because first she just casually walked out, and then as she started getting further away, then she started hitting the tiptoe. Yeah. Like, you knocked the out. Why are you tiptoeing at this point?
Yeah, now you just building a case against yourself.
But she got her shoes on by the time she. So when did she put them in the elevator? Is that where? Because look at her. Look how she got out. She looked there. She kind of looked like Cardi B before the money. So, like, is this a thing, ladies in the comments? That's what y'all doing.
This might not with the it's got to be a thing with the younger sisters. I can't speak for the older ones, but it's a dirty game out here. If you got some money, man, look, I won't be going out no more. I also don't be walking around with $18,000 Rolexes, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's a dirty game out here nowadays, man. It's a dirty, dirty game.
Yo, this is wild. Yo, this makes you almost like, as a man, you can't trust none of the girl them, dog. It's gonna make dudes not even want to take a chick home. Like, look, you try to fly a woman out, that's sex trafficking. You meet a lady at the bar and take her up to your room for a nightcap, she gonna drug you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. There's too much to lose now if you have something to lose. So we're dealing with this type of like you said, Kelbo. It's gotta be a young chick mentality, but it's a pandemic. I mean, it's an epidemic because apparently it's been happening a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it happened at the Super Bowl too. Apparently, same thing happened. It didn't really get talked about, but a dude ended up getting set up by some chicks and ended up dying or something like that. Chicks trying to rob him. It's a dirty game out here. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay away from these young ones. You know what I'm saying? because they moving like street niggas. And grimy out there, and they ain't playing no games.
Yeah, shout out to cousin Noomsy, but she probably works for someone, and that's her station. That's why she came back there. Could be the case, but again,
good boss though.
Cardi, you know what, Cardi, you got to hold some of this L too, Cardi, because she came out when Cardi said that.
You already know females got empowered. It was like, oh, what? Cardi doing it? I'm gonna do it. Like, yeah, you see Cardi stop doing it.
Yeah, she did. But the way that she bragged about doing it, when she came out and said it, and the way she was braggadocious about it, I remember seeing on social media some females co-signing it. Like, yup, that's what them niggas get. That's what you're supposed to do. Get them for everything they can. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't this, ain't that. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of that. That's crazy that people would even co-sign that just because it's Cardi saying it. That just goes to show you that people will agree with their celebrity, even if they wrong, just because of the fact that that's somebody that they like. I'm a fan of this person. So if this person did the most horrible, outrageous thing, then guess what? That other person deserved it because it's Cardi. Same thing, you know, with other situations, anything that happens, even with the Remy and Pap situation, people that are fans of Remy, when she came out and cheated on that man, everybody was like, oh, well, Pap must have did something. He must have did something. You know, it's just wild the way people will justify something just simply because they like the person doing it. That's kind of crazy to me. That's wild, yo. Cardi, you got to hold some of that L, by the way.
Absolutely. And look what happened to her getting cheated on by Diggs. Diggs dropped her.
I did hear about that.
Shout out to Stephon Diggs. He got out of there.
Shout out to Stephon Diggs. And that's what I wanted to touch on too before we get out of here. We got a couple more minutes. So you just hit on something right there, Q. Everybody was crucifying Offset, crucifying him when Cardi and Offset broke up. Everybody was coming down on him with great vengeance. Oh, he fumbled a good one. And then when Cardi started stepping out with Stephon Diggs, everybody was like, oh, Cardi leveled up. She got her an athlete. She happy now. Let her be happy. Let her cook and all of this. Now, Stephon Diggs drops Cardi, moves on from her, and the response from the Cardi fans are now, oh, Cardi was just with him for a good time. Not a long time. Oh, you know, she's just living her life and enjoying her life. So let her live her. So they don't want to hold an L. They're going to do everything they possibly can to not hold that L. But y'all got to hold it because Stephon saw something. It was something that he saw and he was out of there. Now you got Megan with Klay Thompson.
Two shooters. Two shooters together. Two shooters.
It's a lot, yo. It's a lot going on, but all I'm gonna say is this, you know, karma comes. And when it comes, it comes. You know, ain't no way to escape it. So, you know, I don't want to wish unhappiness on nobody or nothing like that. But this is a lesson for all of y'all out there who out be co-signing bullshit. We saw earlier the parent who went to the hotel room to co-sign her kids bull crap, and then she ended up in jail. Okay, now we see this young lady who was drugging this man and got caught. Cardi B justified it when she was a stripper, and now y'all gotta hold that L. And now the karma comes back for you. Karma came back in many different ways. So y'all, I almost don't even know what to say about all of that stuff. It's just some wild stuff going on. But y'all keep it locked and make sure y'all continue to support, like, share, and subscribe, what y'all see here. We always do sports topics on Wednesdays. We got Out of Bounds coming at y'all every Thursday. That's what y'all got here. My man Kelvo is in the building for Yo, Kelvo, you got to come back next Thursday too. You good for Thursdays now?
I'm good for Thursdays for a little bit, man. I had to adjust the workout schedule, so, you know, Thursdays is going to be open for you, boy. So, you know, y'all going to see a little bit more of me. And, you know, I'm going to definitely try to get in on one of these sports topics for sure.
Most definitely. For those of y'all that don't know, man, Kelvo is an avid gym goer. He's a health nut. He eats right. He lives right. His mind is right. He's spiritually in tune. So we're going to have Kelvo come back multiple times so he can drop some gems for y'all. I got a clip going on right now on YouTube, and I'm gonna bring it back where Kelvo is just breaking down some health tips for y'all boys from an earlier episode. So y'all make sure y'all lock in and tap into that. My man, my producer Q the Beat in the building. He's on the dark side right now, but he's still in the building on the mute. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Yanni Ma. She gonna be back joining us real soon. If y'all are here for music, every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central, we feature underground artists from every town. If you know an underground artist from your city that you want us to feature and you want us to play his music and get him some spins, get him some listens and views, send it right here to the Sports Time Zone and we will get them locked. So remember, Wednesday sports, Thursdays Out of Bounds, and Saturday is underground music. That's our time we got for the day. For my man 512 Kelvo.
What up?
For my producer, Q the Beat. Also for my co-host TZ Dave, who is not here, I am Brother Noomsi, and this is the Sports Time Zone Out of Bounds, and we are out. Yeah.